Hey everybody, it's Tuesday, last week of the year. My name is Lina. This is Living with Power channel, YouTube channel. I'm glad you're here. Subscribe to it if you haven't yet, and check out our ministry at livingwithpower.org. I am a doctor by training and I still practice medicine, but I also have a ministry where I teach the Bible and talk about Jesus. Today's Power Minute devotional is called Worthy Aspirations. The verse I'm talking about is 1 Thessalonians 4:11. It says, "And to aspire to live quietly and to mind your own affairs and to work with your hands as we instructed you." What's your biggest aspiration in life? I used to aspire to become a doctor, and I did become one. I used to aspire to write a book, and I eventually did. I praise God for it. With each goal accomplished come new aspirations. I've aspired to reach as many people with the gospel for Jesus. I've aspired to stay healthy and safe consistently and try to make new friends. While so many of our aspirations are noble, and while we will hopefully accomplish those things we set our hearts on, there is an aspiration that we tend to overlook or underrate. In 1 Thessalonians 4:11, Paul writes, "And to aspire to live quietly and to mind your own affairs." We live in a culture that turns its nose on this sort of quiet life. We live in a culture that values loud opinions and real life tracking of every little breath we take. We live in a culture that is not sustainable for a healthy soul. If you're looking to find peace and glorify God, you might want to try living a chapter from Paul's playbook. Aspire to live quietly. Ignore the noise around you. Do what God has called you to do for His glory alone. Experience joy. Refuse to be carried with the frenzy of the culture. Stand strong. I like that Power Minute. That may be one of my favorite Power Minutes of the year. This has been my theme in the last year or so. And I want to jump into the new year with this idea: to aspire to live a quiet life, minding my own affairs, working my own hands as God has instructed us to. Doing it for God's glory. So whether you're seen by many or you're doing it alone, it is your heart and the motivation behind what you do that brings God the praise. And so don't be afraid if you feel like you're not making an impact. You're living for God's glory. And if you're not, you can start doing that now. Love you guys. I'm going to pray for you that God will crystallize your thinking as we jump into 2023. Lots of exciting things happening this coming year. If you don't see it yet in your life, pray that God will open your eyes to see it. Hey, I hope you check out livingwithpower.org and subscribe to the Power Minutes at livingwithpower.org/Power Minute.